Hey, hey, it's Chase, and this is my night routine to set up a great night, aim for a great sleep, and in the morning I wake up happy. Who wakes up happy? Everyone wakes up and doesn't want to get out of bed, but that's not me most days. It's because of this night routine. Takes about an hour to an hour and a half. Pretty quick. So to get it started, I started this at 8 p.m. Doesn't matter for you, just like an hour and a half before you go to bed, because I go to bed at 9:30. Pretty early, really early. But this is what I do. So at 8, whenever you start this, could be at 7, could be at 9, set your phone to airplane mode. In doing this, does everything. It's the keystone of this. I don't know if that's a word, but it is. It doesn't allow you to get distracted by little things that would get you distracted if you were on, like little notifications that it's someone's birthday, or even Facebook messages that you don't even care about. Anything that would distract you from your you time. This is you time. The rest of the day, you're working, you're doing something else, but here's when you hone in on you. And you need this to recharge yourself the way just like sleep doesn't. Recharge your mind. And you can't fully do this if you have notifications popping up. Even if it's on silent, it's just you still see your light flashing that a notification's there. Even if you turn it upside down, you still know there could be a notification there. So turn that off and let's get this routine started. Just quickly before we get this started, the main reason turn on airplane mode, as I told you, the distraction. The second reason that I personally do it, besides the distractions, because it actually does affect my mood. Which sucks to admit, I wish it didn't, but right now I'm accepting that it does. That the light flashing, whether it's flashing or not, because I work alone, I go home and I'm quite a bit by myself throughout the workday. So when I'm late at night and I don't see anything flashing, I don't like that it does affect my mood, but it does. And when it's plugged in charging and it has that solid red, and I go and do something for an hour and I come back and it's still that solid red and it's nothing is there, I don't like it, but it does affect my mood. Just being honest with you guys. So that's another reason why I do it. And having an airplane mode, actually not knowing whether someone is texting me, messaging me, Snapchatting me, anything in me or not, it gives me a certain little high. It's weird. It gives me, I'm sure you'll notice it too, but it's really nice. It's really nice. It's really nice. Let's get it going. So after I turn off my airplane mode, I go straight into meditation mode. Meditation is huge for so many reasons, and I honestly, personally, cannot tell you if it directly affected my stutter in a positive way, but I just know when I started meditating, that's when my stutter slowly started to fade. I know I did a bunch of other things, so I can't say it was directly meditation, but when I started everything is when it slowly started to fade. So meditation, get yourself a little meditation space, and I meditate for 20 minutes. 20 minutes, and it's my little meditation space. clearly, give me a second. There it is. I put my back up against that. I cross my leg. What am I doing telling you? I'll show you. So when I meditate, this is just me. Okay, for meditation, do not take anything I say. Like, there's so many better meditation videos out there. Just go on YouTube. If you've never meditated before, get on that. I promise you, something happens. Go on YouTube, look up how to meditate. Just like a 10-minute video, that's all you need just to start. But I'm just showing you what I do, right? This is what I do. This is what works for me. I'll quickly share it. Hopefully not too long. Make it a 20-minute video again. My back hurts if I just, I have no back support. So I put it up against like a pillow that's against the wall. Comfy. Cross my legs. Keep my hands like this on my lap. Meditate. Again, look up online. Don't take how I meditate. But I will tell you 4 things which helps me get out of my head and in my body when I meditate. I've heard different techniques, but these 4 things really, really help me and get me so sunken in to my body that it makes the meditation so much stronger. Listen up. So when I find myself thinking about thoughts, these are the 4 things I use when I meditate. First of all, accept the thoughts. I shouldn't be telling you this. Go watch a YouTube video. 4 things I do. First thing is focus on your feelings and the sensations that come with them. So if it's fear, if it's anxiety, there's certain sensations that trail with them. Say it could be a pounding in your heart, or even if you get little like twitches or itches on your face, on your body, just focus on those. And that's all. They're just energy, right? And they will slowly fade if you just focus on them and accept them. Just focus on accepting those sensations and those feelings, not the thoughts. You can't change thoughts with thoughts. Learn that from this book, Letting Go. I'm nowhere near to understanding or even applying much of what's been in here, but the little bit that I have is huge. So I highly recommend Letting Go, The Pathway of Surrender by David R. Hawkins. Book recommendation for you. Second thing is with each breath, count to 8. So when you breathe in, count to 8. Can't do this. I can't breathe and count. So hold it. Eight. And something else I learned with that is when you count to 8, 8 inhale, 8 exhale. If you can breathe so slow that you can't even hear it, that'll get you even tuned in more to your body. So that's dope. The third thing is with each breath, with each inhale, 1, exhale, 2, inhale, 3, exhale, 4, up to 10. Then you can restart. I do this a few times until I get back in my body. And the fourth thing is just feeling my body. feeling the weight of it, feeling the weight of my butt against the bed, my back against the pillow, my fingers, my hands in the hands. Just focus on that. Again, the sensations in your body and everything, and you should be good. Next step to my incredible night routine is right after meditation, bringing out that old piece of paper and a pen. I'm not judging you if you use a pencil, but I'm just saying pens are better. And brain dump. Whatever you're thinking about, whatever was constantly on top of your brain, that you're manifesting, that you're just thinking about, not even the most, just anything you're thinking about, write it down on paper. Just get it out of your head on paper. It seems weird, but as soon as you start, you'll just keep going. Just go with the flow. Don't hold anything back. You might get resistance writing it down, like, oh, this is someone's writing it down. Just write it down anyway. Don't fight against the resistance. Allow the resistance to be there, but allow yourself just to go with whatever wants to come out. This could be 2 minutes. It could be 10 minutes. It usually takes me more than 10 minutes. And then also, after you finish the brain dump, you'll feel like you just lifted a 45-pound plate and just threw it to Mars. That's a terrible analogy. But you're not judging me, so I love you. And then after the brain dump, on the same piece of paper or on a different one, doesn't matter. Same piece of paper or a different one, doesn't matter. Not sure if that was clear for you or not. Write down your goals that you want to achieve tomorrow and the next day. So it could just be making a video. I want to make a video. You don't have to go in detail, just write what you want to do so it inspires you. And so that you have accountability to actually do it, because you said you're going to do it. It's on the paper. So yeah, write down the goals you wish to achieve tomorrow. And then you got one last step of your night routine. And it's amazing. Catch it. Your last step of your night routine is to read. I personally sometimes read out loud, not to try to fix my stutter, none of that. I read out loud if I find I'm reading words and not comprehending them, and it kind of gets me more involved in the book, and I can actually make sense of what's saying. Sometimes I just read, I don't know what I'm reading, so then I read out loud, and it gets me more engaged. That's the word I was looking for, more engaged with the book. But if you're reading out loud, which is recommended to overcome stuttering, I've done that too. Don't read out loud to focus on not stuttering. Do not judge yourself on that. Focus on your breath, the pace at which you're reading, calmly and slowly, and the tonality of it. So read that book like you're trying to tell a story. So it may sound really exciting at some points, and it may also sound really slow. And like, you know what I'm talking about with the roller coaster in my couple of videos ago. It's just judge yourself on how interesting you can make it sound. If you stutter, you stutter. But don't even think about that. I know it's me saying don't think about that, you'll think about it, but think about your tonality of it, the pace of it, and your breath. That's all that really matters. Who cares if you stutter? Judge yourself on how interesting you can make it sound. So yeah, that reading takes about, I'm a slow reader. It takes me about 45 minutes to honestly read, like, I I don't want to say. It takes me 45 minutes to read. There's a cat in my yard peeing. 45 minutes to read 20 pages, maybe 25 pages, because I read it and then I try to really comprehend it. Most of the time I can't. I don't know what's wrong with my brain, but I love it anyway. I'm a slow reader. So that was the last step of your night routine, and reading books just put you to sleep. That's why you can change these orders, right? But I recommend doing a brain dump after meditation, but it doesn't matter if you read before it. Personally, like, you could, but I personally like reading last because it honestly just puts me to sleep. I can read for 30 minutes, and the last 15, they're just dozing off, and I don't always do 45 minutes. That's just what I aim for. But sometimes I just close the book and pass out. But yeah, doing these tasks one by one in the night gives you happiness. It upgrades and improves your happiness, makes you more fulfilled. Each one you do, and it makes for great sleep. Like, you'll sleep like a baby, especially because your phone's on airplane mode, and I know it is. I do. I see it. Not right now, silly goose. And it makes for a great morning. I know when I miss these, my morning can suck. But I also know some techniques now that I learned to get over that morning suckiness if I miss them. But I don't want to miss them because I don't want to do that. But yeah, that's my night routine, and it's key. If you mix this with the morning routine, you're unstoppable. You are unstoppable. That's all I gotta say, except for one thing, and I think you know what it is. I love you.